Hi, my name's Fenella, and this is a lesson on future forms. Okay, so we're going to start with some questions. And the topic of today's lesson is climate change. So some questions for you to discuss. Is the environment a big concern in your country? What steps do you and your family take to protect the environment? Has the environment in your region changed in recent years? And what can ordinary people do to protect the environment? You can discuss this with a partner, or you can think, make some notes, and then record yourself answering these questions on your own. So pause the video and discuss with a partner or talk alone for a few minutes. Okay. Great. Okay. I hope you have had a good discussion or were able to talk for at least a minute. Okay. We are going to read an article called Global Temperatures Set to Reach New Records in Next 5 Years. So I want you to check the meaning of the following phrases before reading the article. Okay, so we have the word repercussions, sorry. Number 2, an El Nino. Number 3, uncharted territory. This is a noun phrase. And number 4, to surge, which is a verb. Okay, so pause the recording. If you are not sure of the meaning of these words, you can use your dictionary to look them up. Okay, off you go. Great. Okay, maybe you found similar definitions to me. So repercussions are what we would call serious negative consequences. Okay, and El Nino, this would be good if you're studying geography. You might know this already. This is when sea temperatures rise in the equatorial Pacific due to weakening east winds. So it's quite a technical term. Uncharted territory is a noun phrase. It means something unusual and not seen before. Number 4, to surge, which is a verb. This is a sudden or large increase. And I've also included another word here. This is called pre-industrial levels. This is another noun phrase, and it refers to the period before the Industrial Revolution, which was 1850 to 1900s. Okay, so these are some words you may come across in the next reading. Okay, here is a text. I'd like you to read it quickly, and I'd like you to summarize the meaning, the main message to your partner, or you can write a note in your notebook if you're working on your own. Okay, so pause the video, read the text quickly. What is the main message? What is the main meaning of this reading? You can summarize to your partner or write yourself a couple of sentences. Okay, off you go. Great. I hope you were able to read quickly and to summarize to your partner or in a sentence on your own. Effectively, the global temperatures are going to reach new levels very soon, and it is quite scary to read about. Okay, let's continue. So I would like you to go back to the text and highlight the verb and noun phrases where we talk about making predictions. So I've given you an example in bullet point number 1. It says global temperatures are likely to surge. Okay, this is a phrase that we use to make a prediction. So have a look at the rest of the text. Can you find the other phrases? All right, off you go. Okay, how did you get on? Let's have a look at the answers. So we looked at are likely to, that's in bullet point 1. In the second paragraph, there is a phrase, there is a 66% likelihood. We have that phrase again in paragraph 2 or bullet point 2. We also have the phrase will be, used to talk about the future. We have is expected to in paragraph 3. We have the use of will again, followed by the infinitive. And in the final paragraph, are predicted to, or the verb to be plus predicted to. Okay, good. So hopefully you found all these phrases as well. So let's look at them a little closer and let's look at the meaning. So which one of these combinations do we use when we want to express certainty? And which are used to make predictions? Okay, there is one that we use for certainty, the others are predictions. So take a moment, have a look at the phrases again, and can you answer the questions? Okay, hopefully you did. Let's have a look at the answers. So to express certainty, we tend to use will plus the infinitive. Okay, in this case, will have. And the remaining phrases are generally used as predictions. Okay, they are not as strong. So let's have a little look at form. How do we make these phrases? So I'd like you to look again and label the sentences and answer the questions. So what form of the verb follows will? Question 2, can we remove to from example 2 and 3? So is it okay to say expected, develop, without the use of to? And what is the noun form of likely? Okay, you can pause the video again and answer these questions. You can talk to a partner or write in your notebook. Okay, off you go. All right, let's check the answers together. So in sentence 1, we have use of future, so will plus have. So what form of the verb follows will? It is the infinitive. Can we remove to from example 2 and 3? The answer is no, we can't. So here we're using present passive, we're using the verb to be, plus expected or predicted to, so that must be together, plus the infinitive. Okay, in sentence number 3, we've got again the verb to be plus likely to plus the infinitive. So again, this is another phrase where we cannot remove the word to. Okay, it is together, it goes together. And the noun form of likely is likelihood. So here we have this noun phrase, there is a, and we use a percentage, likelihood, in this case, 66% likelihood. All right, so these combinations are really useful when you are talking about the future. All right, let's have a look at the pronunciation. So I'd like you to pause the video, read the sentences that are in front of you, and I want you to think about 2 things. Which words connect and which words in each sentence are stressed? So which are the strong words in the sentence? Okay, so read them to yourself and decide which words connect and which words are stressed. Okay, off you go. Okay, shall we compare your version with mine? So this is what I noted down. We have, this will have huge repercussions. So this will, when we are speaking, becomes this'll have huge repercussions. Okay, and here the word huge and repercussions, these would also be stressed. So a warming El Nino is expected to develop, that all links together, to develop. Global temperatures are likely to surge. So again, we have a connection there. And there is a 66% likelihood that. Okay, again, there is there's, it becomes when we talk quickly. So there is or there's. And we connect the three words together. There's a. And the strong words in that phrase would be, there's a 66% likelihood. Good. Okay, look at the sentences now, and I'd like you to correct the mistakes. So think about the phrases we've just learnt, and I'd like you to look at these phrases here. What is wrong with the areas I've highlighted? How can we correct them? Okay, off you go. All right, should we check our answers together? So you may have noticed in sentence 1, we need to use the infinitive after will. So it will be will increase, not increasing. Okay, sea levels are expected to rise. So we need the word to. That's the same in sentence 3, likely to. And in sentence 4, remember we need to use the noun, so likelihood, a likelihood. Good. Okay, now it's your turn. I'd like you to make some phrases using the language that we've just looked at about climate change in your country. Okay, so for example, you might say the number of electric cars on the road is expected to rise. Okay, so you can use these gaps here and fill them in with your own ideas. Okay, you can either write them down or you can talk to your partner. Okay, off you go. Great. Okay, now we've had a go at predicting. I'd like you to use a certainty. So talk about something you are certain about. This is my example. My family will continue going on holiday despite the negative impact that flying has on the environment. I think this is a certainty. So can you choose a similar sentence using will and the infinitive verb? Remember, you're trying to talk about something that you have certainty about. Okay, off you go. Good. All right, finally, let's get a bit more speaking practice. So I'd like you to prepare a short talk on what scientists think will happen in the next 5 years. Okay, and I'd like you to use some of the phrases that we've looked at for talking about the future. So you can research one of the following climate change issues: single-use plastic, deforestation, fast fashion, or farming. So do a bit of research and prepare a short talk, only a couple of minutes, doesn't have to be really long. But try and use some of the phrases that we've looked at today. Okay, so this is a little bit of homework that you can use or you can do in your own time, but try and use some of the phrases and expressions that we've looked at today. Okay, great. So it's over to you. I would like to thank you for joining me for this lesson. And I hope you are now able to talk about the future with more confidence. Thank you very much.